Sentinels. DRX.
They've read this perfectly. The hard read by Sentinels. Holding their ground as well. It's going to be util used. Pound for pound here, bar for bar. Almost shots are fired. Aftershock for aftershock. The blind. It was good towards the back of the pillar, but it just can't quite disjoint these players still. DRX. Claim the day here. Claim the round. Opening pistol round in their hands.
Just get knocked out by a bad team. I don't think there's much chance of a lot of the Pacific fans hopping on board with SEN over DRX, considering the position that they're in. Korean team, last Pacific squad. Surely they're just going to snowball and pick up fans from those other teams as it goes.
You have to imagine.
They found themselves in a really easy post plan here. Sentinels went for the gamble stack over towards A, and now just looking to do some economic damage as flashback holds.
He's going to get overwhelmed though. Sheer amount of utility. Luckily, teammates happy to bail him out. Up and over the shoulder. They know that Zekken is tucked up deep. Yes, they do. Aftershock is committed by Celsius. Just for the kill towards the end here, but it won't be oused. Garnered off the back of it. No real guns either. At least the Bulldog. Celsius keeping it in his hands, but he might just go down anyway. Yes, he will. Mac just holding, but he might have missed his timing as well. Peaks from the top section of mid. Meanwhile, it's going to come through. Players towards the back of the side. His kill trip set up to try and potentially play off. This is just a bit of raw spam in play through the cage. Celsius pressing the advantage and somehow walks away with the 3. Flashback. Sole survivor. A minute left into the round. 5 bullets. Tens is holding for the peak at just the right time, so.
Looks like Foxy9's setting up to go for this fault line through from tiles.
Yeah, Tass is going to get caught here. I mean, where the hell do you stand? He just evacuates immediately. Doesn't want anything to do with it. Going to be slowed down. Haunts up and over the top as well. It's the wall's going to reveal onto Buzz, but there's no punish in sight yet. A sassy peaks round for that C. Zekken returns, at least with the kill. Going for seconds. Cheeky, slightly greedy, yet he does get punished in the end with the trade still. He's turned it into that 3 versus 3. Norofev giving access and information towards it. Tens, though, lighting up these players. And a quick tap as well through the box. Foxy9 barely on any health at all. Fault line threw it out, sent to supplement. Bullet spam is perfect. Flashback. He's got too much to overcome there. Just cannot do it. Not against the form that Tens is in right now. It's a 3-piece.
Outlaw.
Yeah, and this is where it thrives. Second shot is going to be missing, but not with the stun. And oh my god! Just putting them into the blender.
So you still got to apply a little bit of pressure while not getting caught.
Shotguns are going to go flying just in case.
They're not even going for the ult.
No. High ground angle. Tens! He's played up here before, and Buzz is all too aware. Stun. Rattles his way forward. Seconds blinded though, and he will have to give that one up. Can't offer himself up to take the fight into the 1v1. Foxy9 with a plant. No pushback from it, and now he's earned the ult into the post. It's a Nightfall going to be used to try and combine their might, but a Rolling Thunder, pound for pound, to push them back once more, and a flank occurring from behind. Flashback, unaccounted for. Zekken, though, straight back in, and the supplement utility is just perfect, just missing. Foxy9 alive for now in a 1v2. Can't isolate the fights properly. It's Sassy able to beam him down, make this retake happen through the market area. This is going to put the pressure on the Mako. Paranoia and the stun, it's all perfect. Alternating the lanes up. Buzz is going to have to play up into their face with the right click. It's going to be rewarded, but not enough for the second kill. Zelsis, a stave off Foxy9 in through the back of the site, up and over as well. Too many targets to overcome, yet still, Foxy9 does himself another one. But against the weaponry, you got to think. Inevitability, potentially. Shots rattled by flashback. But to no avail. Zekken's ace. DRX have full control of that area of the map. This first shot accuracy. Zekken maintains that composure, doesn't take the shot just from seeing the shoulder. It's still there, but doesn't expect that the player's already out. Bit of misinformation there for him. Junk Util Seal tucked up into the corner. Might be able to play spoiler. Already Sentinels have dropped 2 players into the mix. DRX coming out with all the answers for it. Still Sassy, he's there. Forced spray down to the operator. That was dropped down into main from prior.
Here.
The post-line positioning of DRX. We slow it down into the moment now. Just looks impeccable. Last one, just Celsius to stand against it.
Looks like he's not thinking about it currently, but they could walk into the off.
Poke up, shots in the face, and well, blinded up from somewhere. That's Mako, right?
Aim blind.
Yeah. Bane just couldn't see a bloody thing there, but now I know at least the operator is back online too. With 30 seconds left, they've got no pivot
30
options.
seconds left.
Gonna have to overwhelm this A setup. Assassin's got Eddie a stub. Can't quite hit that first shot. Accuracy sees as well as dodge. Duke, but trade inside, at least from TenZ. Now backs himself away, retreating to the safety of the site, and there's holes all over the place here. DRX attempting to make the most of it, but with only a few seconds to remain, it's all just ran out, ran dry. Have to back away, keep these guns into the next. Could deliver the blade to the back. Necessary to open up this A defense, but TenZ is still holding it down himself. Out for the elbow angle, but Zekken punished. Now they know at least that they've lost control of this one. Knives are out, full running away. Mako needs to play for his life. Does he know that Sass is already up onto it, dodging the flash? The IGL doing the most. Standing up to that challenge and the pressure, and even just picking apart the players. Zelsa's had no chance. Head on a swivel, had to look in either direction. Just gambled incorrectly and forcing a save out of John QT. Flying as well, but again, it's that open sight. Shock darts, at least removing one portion of it. And they know where the second trip is. Buzz knows roughly where it is. He's going to leave it up, though. Go for the plant anyway, now retreating into that ever-lovable B main post-plant.
Would be a good time for Sentinels to go for some kind of mid-push.
This is slow from SEN.
It is.
Against the Rolling Thunder, I feel like it could be some worries, but a Nightfall at least gives them peace of mind. They know that nobody's hunkering down onto the side. With that lurk spotted, flashback down and out. Norofef gives them full information. Rolling Thunder has to be used nice and early here. Paranoia alongside it, sees to the feet. Aftershock into the corner, overdrive, let loose. Zekken trying to get explosive, trying to get electric. John QT trying to play himself in, but he's fallen asleep out the wheel, and a few stray bullets surely needs to end the life of his DRX players. They're all gone in the end, but time, as I said, got a little bit too slow from Sentinels at the beginning of that.
It's new for him. Can he anchor?
Whoa!
Not a chance!
That's rapid from Buzz. He takes out one of the star players of Sentinels. No worries, no qualms. Up through mid. Flashback's still going to be opting in to try and play that backstab role and position. Tucks himself to the corner. There's a door in his face, and he can hear plenty of footsteps, plenty of rotations. Now he becomes that insurance policy. Buzz. Angle trains, but he's missed that timing. Still doesn't decide to hold himself up onto it once more. Overdrives here, just try and get Buzz out of dodge. Smokes up in their faces. Is an unusual position to be playing in, but still with a Rolling Thunder aftershock. All combined through. Buzz has been unaccounted for, and he's spraying them through. Zelsa's half will not save you.
Looks like they're going for a re-clear.
Yeah, I think that was the goal as well from SEN. They sent out the Paranoia, but no, or at least the Prowler, I should say. Here's the second one. Mako spots it and players, so he needs to give up that space now, back away, play the rest of his team in, of which they have arrived. And so this might just be a bit of a skirmish and a scramble now, and a scrap here with the util, blinded up Zekken, spamming away, praying with the ghost in hand, still returns with a 2, up from the side. Buzz is definitely dealing out, and dishing back that action straight at them. John QT shuts him down, gliding round, flashback. Doesn't quite dodge the flash in time, and he has got a lot to do in this spot. 2 to overcome, and it's a little bit too much at that.
Take the risk. We'll have to see if SEN can punish it once rifles come online in later rounds.
DRX is going to be late to the party here, still holding for that util just in case there was a player catching that contact. TenZ, it might be the mark that they were looking for still. He's got that rifle well trained, and the rest of his team in position, taking that space. Any aggression just punished almost immediately.
A nice idea. Buzz got caught by a flash just as he was looking to try to take the fight. But here's the final player on DRX. Caught, taken down. Clean.
Yeah. Haven't cleared the cam either. Trip was a little bit too high, but does get broken in the end by that aftershock. And again, free reign over towards the site. At second, it's already making sure to lead that one for his team. Very much the spearhead. Paranoia's be used, gliding its way out to push back some of these players as well, but time has been bought. Plan only just going down. Here's a fault line. Might be that punish in sight, not quite. In through the back though, not anticipating it. Zekken! Beaming them all down. Just with that Spectre in hand still, it's evened out. 3 versus 3. Rifles in a few hands as well. Yeah. TenZ, pixel angle. Full confidence in his own aim. The Paranoia just missing, sliding straight past Mako with the adjustment. Foxy9 defusing, needs to be spammed down. Few taps to the bullet shot, QT cannot find him. Willing to square up, but the aftershock out and away with a Prowler. Now the fault line, you can see the layers of the util is just a little bit too good. And the flash was dodged by Zekken, not enough though to win that fight out. Foxy9 delivers a death blow, at least with a few stray bullets once more. And this is putting an immense amount of pressure in through the back of the site. Dart needs to try and help out these players and push them back once more. Foxy9 with the aftershock, it is good. Sees now through the back once more. SEN trying to find these marks and targets potentially there. It's a rich environment. Sassy creeping, hopping over, watched by Bane, can't win it. Damage done, pre-fire onto the corner, immaculate. In the motion, 2v2. Bullets still remaining, Sassy can make a play with it, but opting to back away and go for the reload.
TenZ has spike.
Now they're going for the refight. TenZ does have the spike. If the Haunt maybe went a little bit deeper, I think they would have gone for this one, but they got to watch every angle just in case. Flashback's lurking. In through behind, TenZ now planting, in for that backside control. Real uncomfortable post plant for Sentinels. It all comes down to these first shots that they hit and bullets exchange through the walls. No kills yet, but spraying them down. Making sure that they can use some of that util. Here's an overdrive, offloaded again, but a rolling thunder used in kind. There was no tap there onto the spike to force it out early. Sen just opted to use that one themselves. Just hearing these.
What?
Oh! What is that? Shock darts rebounding. Foxy9 now diffusing, sticking. Needs to be defended, but the bullet spam again. Right in through the smoke, just finding all sorts of targets, but just Bane left alive despite the heroics. And not enough to do it. Be able to get some damage, and it is nice. The crossfire setup, at least they did. It's now just down to Buzz. He's the one who's got to hold this one down. I might be calling for some backup here. Zekken squares up, faces the challenge. Buzz is dropped in that head-to-head.
What an electric entry.
Give me a corpse.
Cage up top. Smoke in the face. JohnQT is desperately hunting for an ult. That is precarious, but barely escapes of his life. 3 straight bullets, not enough. Not a nightfall. Up and around Bane. Taking the peek, swinging wide, does win it now against Sassy, flashes again. Overwhelming out through the back, this is Bane still helping him out. Dart up and over, it's going to be broken in the end. Spraying him down, Zekken is a menace right now, he's an absolute menace. But Foxy9 just cannot bring it over the line. As we've been saying, the economy's not good for them right now into this round. They want to shore up the A site with bodies. Praying it might be enough for them, but okay, and it actually is still. Shots rattled from the Sheriff. Unable to claim that kill. TenZ is out in the open. There's no way he's still alive. And backs himself away. They want nothing to do with it now. Too many signs of life from the DRX players. And they've realized it entirely. Flashback desperately trying to retreat and try and shore up the defense over towards B, but JohnQT's already snuck his way in there.
They already know where all 4 players are. They know that there's nobody on the B site, and John, he has to not over-push this. If he gives it away, it's disastrous for Sen.
Doesn't want to give away the gun here still. In through, it's going to be ults committed. DRX, a Hail Mary is called and asked for. Answered by Buzz and Bane. Dynamic as a duo. And a clearer path to success instantaneously.
TenZ.
An ult here for TenZ.
He can pick the spike up.
They're trying to stack it. 3 bodies. Is it going to be
denial.
enough? Beautiful by DRX.
What a sick play.
Payoff for DRX, but now Sen, they go full throttle and already catching kills. Reveal up through the back, Foxy9, potentially no long for this world, and yes, ran down with a follow-up damage as Sassy. Running gun, here but Bane does return the fire, turns the kill for the trade, buzzes straight back and through, TenZ up and over, drop in, and now it is getting messy. Dark has to be dealt with. It's just in time, they'll reveal onto these players, but still anchoring strong. Bane needs to lock and hold it down. 3-piece, TenZ. In that 1v2, he knows the drone is coming forward. 2-piece forward, flashback. I think that DRX know this one. They're still going to be holding it down. 3 players now anchoring over towards the B side. The camera catching that contact, so they know that the players taking up residence out through market and now in through the site. It's all about how they deal with this one. Beautiful stun, that's Buzz trying to make the most of it. Up and through, not expecting the flashback was there. And holding all the angles, smokes, spam through, 1 out. A lot to be asked of him, but I think with the fault line connecting, he's just going to be using CPs to get the hell out of there. Yep. Damage done, spraying away, it's barely just cutting him up. Enough for him to stay alive here, rolling thunder though, it is committed, and this is an abundance of util. Gonna be used out here. It's very much all in by Sentinels, and they need to come up with the damage and the goods, but already that counter util comes out swinging. DRX with the stun to supplement the defense. These players have not been dealt with. TenZ does cut itself up, just cannot land it as well, even when he was trying to control his aim down. With the smokes dissipating, open angles, and the spike in the middle of nowhere. With no weaponry really to speak of here for Sen.
Last player standing.
The round's chalked. DRX have maintained control. And the 4 players that stay alive have got to credit this round win to the one who died.
Found that footing and more. Money flourishing. They don't have to worry about it for any point now of the regulation of this map. Stuns ricocheting through.
He's under the trip.
Even. Yeah, he's just got straight past that one, but it does just chew up and tag up onto JohnQT. He's going to go down to the kill trip as well. It's revealed all of them. Dart up and over. Buzz will fall and drop in the end, but Bane is right back at him. Able to help him out with the trade. It's all just gone to pot right now for Sen. Tagged up Tens. Doesn't stand a chance there. TPs to try and at least obfuscate where he might be going, but it's tag still in his face. Dodging the flash, but not enough. Crossfires. There are gaps to be found, but Sentinels have to be brave enough to just step over it. Instead, it's Foxy9 tearing them to pieces. Drops his idol. Zekken was up next, on through the chopping block, and he might have just done enough. 3 left to stand for Sentinels to pull it back from the brink. There's 40 seconds left in the round, which is some time to work with, but again, they don't have the players and not even really the weaponry at it. Walking their way through its contact plays to see if they can get themselves in for the front of the site. Celsius sticking, sees denied, John Tito domes him. And Bane's also dropped in the process, flashback. No long for this world. They're doing it and pulling it back.
Here.
DRX cannot afford to lose this situation. This was a 5v3. It's crumbled away from them. Foxy9, the player who managed to get those 2 openers, is now asked alongside Mako, the veteran, to do the most. How do you crack into this B main post?
Aftershock still for Celsius too. Time pressure is mounting. You can already hear it. The spike is ticking. Foxy9, straight flash, but he needs to get half, and he needs it now.
The stick.
That's the only wink on Foxy9. He's got it at least, but tagged up, stuck up. Mako, spam and sprayed. He will not survive. Overtime. It's almost preordained, man.
Switching sides.
That is the miracle that Sentinels were looking for. 5 rounds lost in a row. A 3v5, losing your 2 hottest fraggers.
30 seconds left.
And John has recovered it off the back of the weakness.
Go, go, go.
Shot that through. Wall up and over. That's a paranoia to help Buzz out as well. He's going to be trying to make this play happen. Stuns, ricocheting. John QT can still hold his ground, but he's being swarmed. Not expecting that position. Flashback, rapid onto it, but Buzz has been cleaned up through the back of the site. Tens is no more.
4v3 for DRX. Don't know where Buzz was going, but his team's still at a player advantage. If they get this, Foxy's 1 away from his Rolling Thunder. It's a hard enough retake to pull off anyway, even without the breach ult.
DRX are fully aware. Just have to play their live. The util is avoided. The TP by Mako is cheeky if he opts in. Fakes it. Tap from Zekken. No full committal. They're scared of the mid flank. Fault9's there. Snap back. An adjustment from Bane with the rifle in hand. Dropping Celsius. Sassy's got to do so much more now, but already that time, and now the mid lurk. It's what they were anticipating, expecting. They know that nobody's on it. DRX should have done this. Into that 1v1. Circle shrinking. Sassy forced to stick. And flashback. Over. Bit of peace of mind here for Sen. They're going to be trying to make their moves now out through market. Again, it's just fakes on fakes, but I think this is just indecision, hesitancy.
20
rearing his head for Sentinels. You have to make a play in. I mean, DRX are still in position. They're going to be able to put you down, follow through with the rifles in hands as well. It has to be mechanical ability. You're down to 12 seconds. There's still these players holding tight, closed up, cutting them up, traded on site. Foxy9, spamming, spraying, praying away. Time has to be stuck in tent. He holds it down. Foxy9, barely alive. In the double digits, but no more. Change up from Sentinels though. Opted into that B main control, at least early on. Trying to use the smokes as well to hold and lock this one down out through market. Here's a battle, and here's a skirmish. Celsius postured and pushed back, at least traded into play. Second, straight damage and bullet, at least through Foxy9. He might have done enough to play Tens. Back in, barrel, betrayed by it. Buzz didn't stand a chance. Gives Tens that perfect time with the reposition out wide. Foxy9 cannot adjust it in time.
Down B.
Down to that 1v2. Heads appearing. Flashback has chances and opportunities, but the C's, no connection. Just out of range. Doubled up. Sen, the rifling surely does it. Winning it. ADS Sassy! I believe for the first time in this map, Sen have now claimed the driving seat.
And also claimed an empty site.
Yeah, spam though, sprayed. That's Mako. Back for the short angle. Pure instinct on display there with that kill. Stray bullets and spam, only just connecting now to Sassy, spotting them out. Trips are going to be broken, but planned at least down. And now might be that second wave of things. It's a Prowler stun into the corner. Looking to lay claim to the life of one of these DRX players. But now here comes the util. Flowing through. C is going to be used in kind as well. Pushing them back still. Player disadvantage here for Sen. A lot's going to be asked of them. One way into their face. Sassy stands his ground, stalwart defender, rips them apart now, out through, and Mako just cannot withstand this. Flashback, and Bane dropped down low, decayed into the single digits, and Bane will be no more. Stuns, ricocheting, rebounding. The smoke's already propped up into the faces, but the blinds are still good for it. They're going to try and dominate these smokes, getting into the angle. Shotguns are clear, all these possibilities. But it comes down to just Mako, 1v2. Difficult scenario. Jumping, spotting. Zelsis, he's hunting for the information to try and set up tens. Round, hopping, skipping, looking for the easiest. Fights here, isolated Mako. He's still alive. And Zelsis,
he's gone.
Scurries away. Doesn't want any part of that fight there, not when it just goes all topsy-turvy.
Mako is going on the long flank around as well. This could actually come down to who just gets the jump on the other. A pure timings game, a read of where somebody might end up being. But this pathing is so unusual. It's going to be weird for both players in this spot.
Zelsis is going to be feeling uncertainty, I think.
Where is he off to?
Yeah, Mako. He's going around the world, around the map at this point. Trying to play into the unexpected nature. Zelsis will go down to a couple of stray shots here, and it's all about if he just sets his side onto it, but he reveals his hand early. Smoke, it's dropped down, 21 health. Again, straight bullets. Could just cause it. Defeat in the moment for the pistol. Mako would have to be that 3-piece, and it is!
Not having anybody that just keeps the pistol into this round. So these are going to be the weapons they keep to the bonus.
Yeah, with that investment. Let's TP's up over the top here. Tens has potentially found himself a slight gap, but no, players are just weaving in and out and around him. Will he be able to get away with a gun? Not quite, so Foxy9 puts him in his place.
Sassy going around the world as well.
Uh-oh.
Team Ace.
Tens teleports up to punish anybody that might be tucked short. They've clearly put some thought into these Neon XX, same as Sunset.
Celsius just sidestepping most of this util, not a paranoia up and over. That's a dash! Committed, a bit confident and overconfident by Buzz himself, still locking down the angles. Zekken have a hard task, at least with these players, dodging and weaving up and around here, and it does set him up. At least flashback for that kill. Zelsis trying to avoid this one up and around the cage.
Zelsis there reaching for the trophy in real life as well.
Aggression by DRX though, that's a stun. And a dash from Buzz to try and play off of it! Ludicrous!
You can't be hitting those!
Getting away with a spray transfer one fully stunned.
Onto two!
Yeah, it's definitely a day of first, mate. I mean, I've never seen anything like that. And Sassy with a re-exploration, he's seeking to offset that disadvantage, but DRX. Any players, Mako. Got a feeling that that's leaning over towards B as well. Bullets landing, not dropping him though. Dodging around. Just the drone is going to be used up and over. Dart through the back as well. Big reveal. The posturing sent away. Now looking to lean there. He's taken to the C side. Flashback is there, ready. He does have the rifle towards the back, but is it going to be trained well enough? Expecting tens, just in time, but is traded. And Zekken's here. Rifle play. Needed a reign supreme.
John's picked it up.
So a bit of recycling occurring here with a rolling thunder. Again, these DRX players. Bane could not escape. He's not the eye of that one. Buzz is right back into it, trying to take that fight. Plenty of players that are weak, but Mako now is forced to concede up that space and concede the round.
Sight.
Just trying to play these players in as well, out through the back of the side as well. Stun, again, ricocheting cages. These are trying to help out the anchoring players. The Splashback is going to try and get himself tucked into the corner. Once more gliding. Pass, Zekken. There's no more, despite the paranoia was quite good. Aftershock now will clear out this player. Flashback. It's a miracle that he even gets the one, but Mako just trying to break their ankles. The unexpected angle. Buzz is right there. Blade Storm. He's slicing and dicing. No kills there, but the damage done surely. Enough tens. Quick evacuation with the TP barely out of dodge.
They had 10 HP between them there, the final two players on Sentinels. Tens, with the majority of that, still only on 8.
A massive advantage still here for DRX, like you said. It's on 8 HP. Drone, saved for a rainy day, will clear through most of this one, so Tens could not play the off angle like he was hoping. Now just holding it. Shallow into the play. It's going to have to be pure, perfect, precision, whatever you want to call it! Buzz is there, instantaneous with the trades.
Meanwhile, John might try to make a play garage.
TP for the info. And John did try and make a play, punished. The judge in the hands of Flashback does work out, but Buzz is getting squeezed. But he's isolated one of the fight still, right from behind. Zekken tracking immaculate. He's been putting in the hours. It definitely shows. Zelsis with a plant, nothing to push it back. So it's a 2v3 to get themselves back into this still. Disadvantage for Sentinels. Need picks. You're gonna need them now. Open angles.
No
smokes fade.
I don't think they saw Foxy9 in heaven.
Holding for the flank. So Paranoia from DRX sweeping its way through, dropping down, clearing most of the way. This is methodical by DRX. But again, it comes down to these opening kills. Util into their hands. There was a chance and opportunity here in the TP. Mako is covering this angle. Foxy9 diffusing, sticking. It's already half. Has to lay claim to the kill, and he does just that. Beamed all the way through. Has to shot into the corner. Is it enough? Zekken, he survives the tap. Again, and needs to land it. The shot from Foxy9 and time. Just running away from him.
Zekken's just clutched that one up with 2 HP to his name.
That veteran quality that they have ready. Buzz is just caught with his trousers down by the ankles there. He was way out into the open.
And that's the hero rifle finding no value. Smoked off though and recovered. Flashback picks it up, looking to do better. And DRX, they went for the flood defend in that previous round instead of trying to have Bane throw out his Hunter's Fury. It is still available, but he's posted up deep. They're constantly trying to get info on SEN early towards the A site.
They're not going to be able to hold on to this though. Bane's already stunned up. Darts and flashes. What a shot. Just holding down the line still. Rifles will make short work of these players. Off onto the flank.
And the hero rifle was flanking the whole time.
Bad trip. Oh, no, no.
Well, they're giving away at least one of them's back here. He's trying to sound bait to make them forget about Mako. No, don't worry, guys. Really, it was only me, the Cypher. And he can also save this weapon. Going for same play.
He's got Foxy9 to at least break the dart. Cammed up, though. Hunter's Fury. Here's a play to be made. Rolling Thunder! Shooting ducks! To target practice now for Zekken. He's got plenty more players here just trying to make the work happen. Paranoia to play off for DRX. Foxy9 is inserted. Tucked up close into the corner position again, and a stray bullet spam back and away. The rifle aim here, but beamed down by Sassy in the end. Wrapped it all away. Sassy! Instead, working away over towards B now, knowing that all that Util was used. Mako to be the potential of that timing. Stray shots rattled. Rolling Vonda committed. This is DRX using ults. They're weaker by. Yeah, they're all the way through. Mako, though, will deliver at least the one and the second. He's made it potentially winnable. Ult's being used, potentially not in vain. Flash is good. Buzz trying to land his shots and potentially stay safe in through the back of the side, but Body's just poking out, opening up, gliding through, spraying them all down. Can't take it. Spots a few players, but surely not long for this world. The dash is there, stunned up. It'll have to be a no-scope to survive! Oh my! Buzz does not quite get out of there, but the damage is done. Painful strike back here to the Sentinels side. They thought that they had all the answers and options for it. Operator retrieve, flashback. Make short work of John QT. Tens is still here, but not for long. Drop down to 30 HP. Jump in with the classic.
Get round 12. That's an amazing starting point.
Oh my god, that strain. Mako is gonna get punished. The Util in his hands was just too late. Overdrive, it's earned and his tempo increased. The DRX have been struggling to hold a candle to any of it. Buzz has got to drop players and will do so at that. Chops off their heads and they know where the final few are. Inevitability now rearing through. That is decisive by DRX. Really no signs of it. He's gonna have to play off to the side. Some timing to be taken, so
40 seconds now until the next recon, though. And that's a big tool to not have for the retake.
Sassy holding on to the drone, though, waiting for that one. Zelsis, aftershock, down and out, in through the corner. Drone does connect and tag onto him. It's DRX. Buzz, he tried to play inside, and in front of most of his Util. SEN are overwhelming! And that is an onslaught to curve before our eyes, and Mako left to pick up these pieces and do what he can. Stray bullets, damage done. Movement, hopping around. There's no easy target at all offered. And now it's inevitable. At that, a pistol round here for Sentinels and a 3-piece of 10s to close that. He does have plenty of targets, but if it goes wrong, economy tumbles for one player still. That's a 140 on either side here, but it was 10s who's the one who does fall.
No charges
Onto the wayside now, and an open C side. Not the DRX are aware of it. They've slowed it to a crawl. Very cautious. They just spotted a body there. Zelsis has been seen, but can't quite stop the gun into his hands and pulling himself in alongside John QT. Make the retreat for now. DRX is still not really forcing the issue. Buzz is going to try and lock that down. Zekken, one to the dome.
One enemy remaining.
All danger just evaporates at that. Zekken can stick this one with full peace of mind. Still. Yeah, watching it. Flash to play him in. Good adjustment. Reactions by Bane. Just flicks and adjusts in time. Zekken playing himself in. Starts to worry a little bit about the flank timing here, but I think he's heard the footsteps just scurrying away from Flashback. Still a hard retake, nevertheless. 2 Outlaws and a Guardian in the hands of these SEN players. And the post plant from DRX does look good. It's just a smoke to cut up the sight line. Mako makes it that much more difficult to partition here for SEN. He knows the angles, knows the timings, gliding into his face. They do at least do the damage in that regard. Still, it's all being played off site. They know they're off of it. This fight is ticking. 10 sticking. It's a few. I mean, okay, yeah. Around the world we go as a kill trip in the face, walking up behind it. Spam and spray it down. John QT could get punished. Tries to play up the stun and well lined up for him. The unexpected play, sometimes the better one. Buzz and Foxy9 dropped. Added a picture. It comes down to contact plays. For DRX, it's the only thing that can bail them out of this.
Shadows traveling.
Look at the passive positions that SEN are holding. Just making sure that DRX don't push even deeper than the sight that they're giving them. Happy to play a retake 5v3. They just don't want to get caught by a lurk.
Ultimate is ready.
Bane is lurking. It's TenZ job to watch for this.
Trying to play the backstab, flashback.
Cage triggered.
And goes for an attempt of it. TenZ though, catches onto Bane. And the options are limited. They know that Flashback was posturing himself onto the angle as well. A flash to play Zekken in, cleaning up these players. Nicely done by SEN. Control using the drone to add the next element to it. They can pave the way here. Now, oh, that's a hard committal. 180 snap to the side here. This could be overzealous in nature from Sentinels, but they maintain their composure, now backing away.
I'm not sure they realized that DRX were on an eco round here. There was a possibility that DRX could have forced. That's a risky play to go for when you're on an anti-eco. They've left the C site open. There's still Cypher utility in that spot. See how far back John Cuty's fallen just to make sure he's holding onto space securely.
Flashback still with his rifle as well. He's inserted himself in through the backside of
This is actually going to be really tough to get back into.
Clear up these players.
No one going through the B side. Everyone trying to go through this one way.
With how disjointed it is, but a one-way fails. Mako stunned off the line. Use pound for pound though, it's slowing these players down. The rifle needs to get value. Zekken! He just beams him down. Mako, Sheriff, wrong target, but he does retreat, at least with the upgrade. Now he's going to try and play himself into this 1v3. Off onto the corner. Rifle spam, not enough. Seeing if there's a player caught into the corner here. DRX is still looking like they're eager to try and refight this one. The paranoia, but did they expect this one? They don't. Zekken, he cuts it up. He's already got the Hunter's Fury. Supplements well. Foxy9 still maintains his composure. And the rifle aim at least intact to bring down Zekken.
It's good damage, but they have left B open. Flashback taking this timing, finding his way through. Does anyone think?
Footsteps, knives out. Kills need to be claimed. Hopping over. Sassy gives him that easy sightline. Zeltsin tight to the corner again. He will evade most of this, and it is sloppy by DRX. Despite all the aggression that was being made and played, Zeltsin.
Right there.
Again, it all just lands on the shoulders of Buzz. He's the one with the rifle, jiggling, cutting noise up down to that minute mark. SEN content to give up most of this space here. There's a smoke into the face of Sassy. He's going to spray them down. The Odin play. Chopping them up to pieces. Drone off and around. Rebound with a shock dart. It's all collected kills potentially there. And a rifle aim. Immaculate by Zekken, the sidearm. Does have to be a little bit worried, but SEN are going to be trying to play himself back in. Util in his hands. That's a timing that's caught. Buzz quick to capitalize. Updraft. Up and over now with the dash. And Lat Util. It is perfection. Still the return of the fire. Here from Celsius. Still looking at speed at Thorn in their size. Flash. Through and out. It's good for it, but he can't adjust in time for Mako. Wrapping it around now with 30 seconds remaining. DRX to do get themselves now onto the site, into this plant. TenZ. Shoulder peeking. Wins a fight onto Flashback.
Bad fight to go for there.
A little bit more winnable now for TenZ himself. He's going to try and put that nail in the coffin. Ballsy play. Skips the clearance most of the side as well. He's looking to contact most of the way up through and around, but a knife out. Knife out, back turn, Bane! Potentially there, but he sends the dart flying back and over. They are getting chewed up entirely here. Hail of lead might be enough. Hunter's Fury seeking to offset this as well. No real connection to the delayed dart up and over the top. Ults are expended. Second though has not been pulled out of this spot. Stuns. They're good for it. And here's the flood defense. Sassy, not removed, unrooted. Players in front of him. Mako is barely alive, but this is it for Sen. Close down the curtain on that one. They are the career killers at this point. Knocking DRX down to the lowest of our playoffs.
A team that can often feel like the protagonists of Valorant's done a heel turn here in Seoul.